Good morning, Officer Smith. How are you today? Good morning, Officer Johnson. I'm doing well, thank you. And yourself? I'm doing well, thanks for asking. So, what's on the agenda for today? Well, we have a few things going on. First up, we need to follow up on that hit and run that occurred last night. Did you get a chance to review the surveillance footage from the nearby gas station? Yes, I did. It looks like we have a partial license plate number and a description of the vehicle. I think we should start by checking with local body shops and see if anyone has come in with a vehicle matching that description. That's a good idea. We should also try to track down any witnesses who might have seen something. We need to find out who was driving that car. Agreed. We should also make sure we follow up with the victim and keep them updated on our progress. We want to make sure they feel like we're doing everything we can to find the person responsible. Absolutely. It's important to remember that we're not just here to enforce the law, but also to serve and protect our community. Speaking of serving, do you remember that time when we helped Mrs. Johnson with her groceries? Yes, I remember that. It was a small act of kindness, but it meant a lot to her. Exactly. Sometimes, it's the little things that can make a big difference in someone's life. And it's important to remember that we're not just police officers, but we're also members of the community. Yes, that was a tough situation, but we were able to make a difference in his life. It's important to remember that even the people who might be seen as outcasts or outsiders are still members of our community, and they deserve our help and support. Absolutely. It's important to treat everyone with kindness and respect, regardless of their circumstances. And, speaking of respect, do you remember that story about the officer who helped a boy with his homework? Yes, I remember that. It was a great example of how we can build trust and relationships with the people we serve. Exactly. That officer took the time to help that boy, and it showed him that the police are there to help and support him. It's important to remember that we're not just here to enforce the law, but also to be role models and mentors for the younger generation. I couldn't agree more. We have a responsibility to set a good example and to show people that the police are here to help and support them. It's a tough job, but it's one that we signed up for, and we should take pride in the work we do. I agree. Okay, well, let's get started on that hit and run investigation. But let's also remember to approach the case with empathy and compassion, and to remember that we're here to serve and protect our community.